Your first practice session, the most important thing is to start getting familiar with all of the controls of your vehicle. So, the coordination among the steering wheel, the brakes, as well as the accelerator will be your main focus. I've had a lot of messages from people who want to start driving practices with a family member and they just don't know how to begin or where to begin. Well, the first thing, as I've said many times, is for you to sit in the driver's seat and learn all the adjustments and learn all the controls. Now, let's see the practice part where you begin driving. So, when you are already sitting down in the driver's seat, let's go ahead and put our hands on the steering wheel in the correct, appropriate way. You will always place the right hand on the time 3 and left hand on the time 9. Here I demonstrate the position and what it should kind of look like. Great. So let's proceed to look below where there's the brakes and the accelerator of the vehicle. But first, remember to always adjust the driver's seat in such a way that you feel most comfortable and able to reach the pedals of your vehicle without a struggle or without having to extend your leg much. You will be using only your right leg to coordinate from the brakes to the accelerator and vice versa, just like you see. So now pay very close attention to this following part because it is very important. So be very aware of this. And if you need to rewind, go ahead. If you need to pause, go ahead. If you need to take notes, go ahead. The left leg should be left resting on the side because you won't be needing that leg to interact with the brakes nor the accelerator. We would only operate the pedals with our right leg. So now let's try an exercise to help you out. You will relax your right leg and allow for the back portion of your foot to rest up on the carpet of the vehicle. And you will try out this exercise with the vehicle on P parked. Next, what you're going to do is place your hands on the steering wheel, as I previously explained to you, and look forward. Point of this is for you to try to identify which pedal is which. Next, touch lightly the accelerator and then the brakes. And again. And you will continue doing this exercise looking forward in order for you to begin to get familiar with the pedals, where they're located and which one is which. This exercise should be accomplished a few times, looking always forward and with your foot well rested and comfortable. Do not attempt to lift your foot completely off the floor because you will get tired and you won't be comfortable or even safe to drive. So keep trying this exercise until you feel confident and are able to distinguish between the accelerator and the brakes. Next, with the assistance of a family member or a friend, you will proceed in a straight line that is long in a street where there isn't much traffic, so you can drive as safe as possible in a straight line and practice using your brakes and the accelerator slowly and gently. This is for you to get familiar with using the pedals of your vehicle and managing the steering wheel as well. You can very well begin in a parking lot. They have also enough space for you to practice driving. Point is to find a safe place for you to do this and always make sure that you have assistance of a family member or a friend with you who has a valid driver's license and could actually help you with a lot of patience. You will need to be practicing driving in a straight line first. And well, I need to say it's fundamental that you have enough practice as well with the accelerator and the brakes. You must get to the point where you feel confident and know exactly where the brakes are and where the accelerator is and how to use them comfortably. How you must carefully slowly press with your feet against the brakes until your vehicle starts slowing down and until it gets to the point that it completely stops. Not in a sudden way, but in a very, very smooth and gentle way. And also, how you slowly accelerate your vehicle so it starts moving and gaining speed safely and gently. An exercise to do in practices is to find a street or a parking lot where you can actually drive in a straight line. So you place your vehicle in the drive, right? And then let go of the brakes softly. You need to learn that when your foot is on the brakes, it won't move. Now, as soon as you place your car on the drive, in order for your vehicle to move forward, you must let go softly of your brakes and it will start moving slowly forward without you even not even accelerating it. This is what you will need to get familiar with, letting go gently of the brakes, and then learning how to move forward slowly and using your brakes again to stop. Next, you can practice accelerating slowly by switching and placing your foot gently on the accelerator and pressing down to move forward. You will need to do this enough times until you get the hang of it, until you're able to understand how much pressure you need to place on each pedal for it not to be a sudden stop or acceleration. At first, you will find yourself braking hard and it will be very sudden. You will feel like it's very sudden, as well as accelerating, and that is quite normal, believe me. You'll just need to practice a lot for the first few hours until you get the hang of it, as I mentioned.
Driving in traffic, it's all about adapting yourself. Yes, it could be scary the first time that you go out there alone, but by then you should obviously have already enough practice to know the laws and regulations and everything you need to know about the road and the traffic itself. With that being said, it does take a while to get comfortable, especially when you're out there and it's like right now, which is like 4 p.m., and there is, somewhat of traffic. Always remember, guys, that when you're gonna stop behind a car, you must always keep your distance. That's the first thing we're gonna talk about, distance. Like right now, I'm getting close to this car, but I'm keeping my distance from this vehicle in front. I should be able to see the wheels of the car in front, and this is all because of safety. If you get in an accident, God forbid, and they hit you in the back, you're not going to hit the car in front of you because you're maintaining distance. This is the main reason why we are always keeping distance from the vehicle in front of us, and we are always going to be keeping ourselves quite aware of our surroundings, of other vehicles in the road, always following the speed limit and maintaining our distance, as I say. So, yes, like right now, you guys should know that this is a street which there's traffic of both directions. This is why we have the yellow dash line, and now we see the double solid lines, which means that you cannot cross to the other side. Um, yeah, so we're gonna continue moving. You stay in your lane, both hands, the 903 position, as I have explained before, and your arms very calm, not stiff or anything like that, in order to maintain stability of the car and full control. We're gonna turn. We're gonna put our turn signal ahead of time and go right behind this vehicle, keeping the distance. Our signals on, and we're just waiting right here to turn, to make that turn. Nothing to be afraid or nervous about. Now it's time to move. We have our turn signal, and we're gonna make a smooth turn, very slowly, with full control of our wheel, not crossing our arms, and we are going to continue our turn. Now we are getting close to the red light. What we're gonna do is, again, we're gonna maintain our distance, stop behind the vehicle in front of us, make sure that we see their wheels to know that we are at a proper distance, and we're just gonna wait because this is gonna be a red light, but we're gonna make a left. So I want you guys to see this is gonna be done. Obviously, turn signal. I'm already putting my turn signal on to the left, just letting other cars know that that's where I'm heading, so they are aware. And this light, it's green. You can go and make a left turn when it's the coast is clear, or you can wait for your arrow. For those of you who prefer to keep it safe and just wait for the green arrow to turn on, so then it's just your turn, exclusively your turn to go, you may. But if you want to be like me and take a chance, just go ahead and make sure everything is clear and turn. Unless it says otherwise, you can make a left turn on a green light. So just keep that in mind. Traffic is coming from the opposite direction, so I make sure that I'm on staying in my lane and keeping it steady and full control of my wheel and my vehicle. We are here, we're home, and I hope this video was helpful for you. If it was, let me know. Guys, again, do not feel disencouraged if you feel any type of nerves. It is absolutely normal as a beginner driver. Have the courage to practice every day and get out there on the streets. Unless you don't face your fears, you will not succeed. So get out there and just drive, and you will see that you will become more confident and you'll feel much more comfortable as the days go by. With that being said, thank you so much for watching Driving TV. I will definitely see you on the next one.